Factory Market. Guarda che eleganza che facciamo. Ecco fatto. Giorgi. Qui vediamo i due fratelli Cozzelle che scaricano l'uva della macchina. Qui vediamo Jimmy Good e mio padre che parlano con zio Giovanni. Vediamo zio Giovanni adesso che scarica i cappucci e i mel. Uva del Socchiaro. Vediamo un mercato con tutti i campi e i jet che scarica. Adesso vediamo il Giovanni che aiutano i fratelli Cozzelle e il Giovanni che scarica le arance.
Adesso stiamo guardando con la macchina tutto il mercato che si estende lungo circa 600 metri e largo una quarantina di metri. No, di più, ho sbagliato. Il largo un 200 metri. È una cosa grandiosa.
E qui vediamo il culo del Jimmy Gucci. E qui vediamo i due fratelli sopra un motorino che vanno dentro la macchetta per prendere la frutta. E Jimmy Gucci guida.
When we sold, we got big money. And that was when we bought legal land for the boys, you know, with the seminar shop there. And Bruni said to me, Dad, you got so much ability, you're still 50, you know, you want to retire. I said, look, if I go in a little shop, it's not for me. I started a little bit, become bigger, bigger and big. He said, come on, let it go. Started to look after the shop. Anyway, they come up one day, they find this shop in Preston. Shop was dead. They went there and they had the auction that day, you know. There were 800 people, nobody bought the shop. Nobody bought the shop. We bought the shop, $850,000. Property and all, you know. Shop was dead, nothing at all. Leo told me, he said, Dad, what do you think? I said, you see this car park? Nobody now, you know. I said, a couple of months, we never got enough. Really? I said, really? You see what happened? Anyway, we went there. It was this bad, my friend, the insurance man, the Canadian man, you know, from Canada. He said, Tony, I think this time we done a mistake, you know, to buy this shop, you know. He went there, it was dead, dead. It was the shop by himself, nobody else. And it's so dark, you know. Everything was, you know. And Bud said to me, he said, Tony, don't you reckon you done a mistake, you know? I said, Bud, I don't think so. I said, give me time, you know? He came back after 1 month. When he came back, he couldn't believe it. He said, this is the same shop you bought 1 month ago. I said, yes, have a look. Hey, my wife can tell you. People come in the truck to take the stuff. The manager at that time was SSW, and the big manager came there before we start. He looked at the price, he called me up, he said, look, Mr. Gazzello, don't you reckon you make a mistake? I said, why make a mistake? He said, say for as he calls here, Preston Market's here. I said, you know how many people that try here? Nobody was good enough. I said to him, I said, give me months, you know, and see if I'm good enough or not, you know. I'm sure I can do business, I said, you know. After 1 month, come a big bunch of flares like this, you know. In the shop from the manager, he said, we can't believe you bring the people here. Anyway, that shop there, I done in the fruit, not in the other, all in the fruit, not the grocery. Grocery was not my department, liquor store. In the Florida, done $70,000 a week. People couldn't. That bad, he died, you know. He said, I never saw a guy with so much ability, you know. He said, people don't recognize you. People, even your kids don't understand, even your wife don't understand who are you. Yeah, I think myself, I'm always better than this. Like I used to go in the market, I used to take a jog. You know what I used to pay the people in the market, you know, like when I got too big, I used to spend 10,000 every agency, you know, 10,000, 5,000, you know. And to have a bit of fun, you know, because I'm the sort of guy, you know, like always happy, always have a joke with the people I used to buy, you know. I say, look, Monday, I used to buy all week, I used to buy Monday. And the shop, they were all mostly here because I didn't like to go far away. It's the shop, you know, the 3 or 4, 5 people, you know, I used to know always by there. Monday, I used to put them in the back. I used to put aside low piccolo, and I used to put the name there, like the wedding day, you know. To have a bit of fun, you know. And the people, they used to love me, you know, to do this, you know. I used to put the money in. It's low piccolo, jump piccolo, quell'altro, you know, and they used to take the money, you know. And they used to love it too, and we used to soon got the coffee for Tony, brandy for Tony, you know. Everything was beautiful, you know, consider me because I was Tony, you know. Spent a lot of money at that time with people like that. How do you do bring the people there? How do you do? I don't know. Well, the festival at Leo was something like, you know, I was waiting for God to come then, you know, because I was so excited, you know. Everything I was to do, I was thinking, you know, to have these kids. When he arrived, it was maybe the best day of my life, you know. I thought I had a family, you know. Start to work more hard, you know. And I love every minute to do that. When I held my son the first time was something really special because unfortunately I don't remember, you know, when I was born in Italy, you know, with all my brother and sister, you know, I didn't understand, I was a little boy, you know. But when I relieved my arm, I really loved to see I was the father. I was creating another family. That was very proud, very, very proud. Oh, Leo's personality was fantastic, you know. Leo, if you keep this personality when from 1 years old to 3 or 4 or 5, until 7, he could be the Prime Minister of Italy or Australia, you know, because he was really fantastic, you know. He's very intelligent, talkative, he used to do everything right, you know. You could see he had something special, you know. But unfortunately, after life, it changed, you know, a little bit. But I still love him. I used to spend all my time with them. As soon as they start to grow up, you know, always after work, I used to get the ball or cricket, you know, and that's where I learned about cricket. People don't understand. They say, why you like cricket, you know? I learned with them. And that was maybe the best day of my life, you know. Really enjoyed that days, you know. I used to work hard. And I spent a lot of time with my kids, all the time, you know. That was my pastime.
Well, my childhood memory, one of the first, would have to be always being in the backyard with my brother Bruno. We used to play every sport under the sun. We'd play cricket, we'd play soccer, football. We smashed many a window. It wouldn't be a week that we wouldn't smash a window. Sometimes, you know, like our mother would try to cover up for us, but they always knew it was always us. That memory will never leave us because we spent many an hour just in the backyard playing cricket, soccer, tennis, any sport you'd name, we would play it. And that's from an early age.
And one day I got sick, you know, a bit of depression because I done this diet. I was stupid to listen to the doctor, you know. And I got depressed. I was feeling very bad, you know. And Bruno come up, Leo come up, and one day Leo said, Dad, they want us to play soccer in Altona. And I said, yes, all right, you go there, I take you there. As soon as the coach saw him, he said, these kids got the soccer name, the other, they never got it. I got so much interest, and after I used to take him all over Melbourne, you know. And when every day, every week, every month, the sickness was gone. Bruno was playing with the big boys because he had so much ability. He used to play with the Leo Philippe, you know, his cousin, because he had so much ability. And I got interest, you know, to send him to the better school, they teach him soccer, you know. I got really involved and the sickness disappeared.
My earliest childhood memory was maybe playing Cowboys and Indians with Leo. And then involved with playing cricket and all those other sports that my brother mentioned earlier. But no doubt, my dad had a big influence on my earlier years. I concentrated on soccer, and so most days, weekends, was taken up by my dad coaching me. Always heading, chesting, kicking, running, drills.
And I spent all my time with him, you know, I trained him, I coached him. Actually, till he was 15, he made the National League. He was selected even for the Australian team.
Non siamo potuti fare, questi erano i fidanzati di Bruno, vedi? Antonella! Vedi che bellissimo? C'ha 12 anni, forse se la porterà in Australia.
But unfortunately, he had some problem with the girls. And they sent him home. But still, after he played for the National League, but unfortunately when the Bruno, he didn't like to train much, you know, he just wanted to play Sunday. He used to play cricket with Leo because Leo is a cricket man, you know. I learned a bit of cricket, and the sport was my life. Still today, I get up 4 o'clock in the morning to see the soccer or cricket, you know. It's my life sport, you know. He was good cricket, you know. He even scored under 30, you know. He was the captain for under 16, but after went to university, he forgot about the cricket, you know. He got more interest in other life and money. He never finished university because he wanted to start the head. We bought a squash court for him, you know. He was doing very well, you know. Soon he saw money, he didn't want to go back in school anymore. That's a big mistake he done.
Io mi chiamo Bruno Cozzella e ti sei Concettina. Michele, come sei? Siamo con il scientista Cozzella. Liu, che cosa pensa di quello bambino?
Su Leonardo, parla, su! Cosa ne pensi del bambino che deve nascere? Io penso che...
Everybody's decides to have a favorite with Bruno, you know, but in my head always decide for me the whole time, you know. Bruno, I used to take him everywhere. Leo, I used to take him everywhere, you know.
And here we are at St. Leo's Catholic School, and here come the girls that are just about to have their first. They look really well, and we're just waiting for my sister Rosemary Casella to come through. And there is my sister Rosemary, and isn't she a beautiful sight? Just really beautiful. And here
Rosie was the joy of my life, you know. When I had the girls after the boys, I said, oh, I got the perfect family.
Spero c'è un preso con me, certo pensiero e no a row. Grazie. Thank you. Oh, signore, ti benedici.
Rosie was a sort of girl like, she was 3 or 4, she went to buy a pair of shoes by herself. And we used to laugh, you know, and the girl, the people they sell it to her, she was only 3 or 4 old.
Oh, she was bad.
5. And the people in the shop, they give it the shoes. And when she come...
The bed, she showed to us.
Yeah.
So she bought them herself?
Yeah. That time, 5 years old, you go in the shop and just imagine. She's been a beautiful girl, lovely girl, I used to love her. I love her still now.
Io mi chiamo Bruno, e Adriana.
You never got that things what you got with the boys because it's mama girls, but always it's my heart, it's my little baby, She done beautiful in her life too, She's a very, very good mom, very good parents, very nice. I'm very glad.
Yeah, I was going to say, during the stay in this business, we went overseas, Then with the Bruno and Leo, we took Bruno overseas. Then when we come back, after a year, not even, I discovered I was pregnant with the Richard.
Well, this Richie, the last one, always my sister-in-law used to talk like my father because I used to have an argument with my father about why I have all these children. And my sister-in-law is there, he said, that's not true. He said, that's God to send the kids. And I said to her, you want to see I have another kids? If I want to, say, all right, we have a bet. And 12 months time, Richie come. That was marvelous. That was marvelous.
No, I wasn't expecting. It was a surprise, more or less. I was 38. And I thought I'd be too old, but he came and we were very excited. When he arrived, we discovered that he had a complication. He was born with a hole in the intestine. And can you imagine? I blame myself because maybe this happened because I was too old. Anyway, we found a good specialist. He had to be operated 2 days after he born.
Well, straight away, soon we went in hospital. After 1 day, we understood that he was sick, and the doctor didn't give him much hope, when they operated him, I remember we were, where were Queen Victoria Hospital from 8 o'clock until 4 o'clock in the morning. They took the doctor to operate him, and that didn't give him much chance. But thanks to God, everything went right,
And everything was okay, Actually, they operated him, but I thought he had a twisted intestine. Instead, they found this little hole. He was there for 28 days in hospital. After I brought him home for 2 weeks. And then he had to go back to have his intestine rejoined, and put together. And thank God everything proceeded well, I was very scared at the time, very upset we were, Yes, I used to express the milk. The whole month he was in hospital because they told me you need this, And I used to be there every day. He used to be in the human crib and he cried all the time because they never used to get fed. They used to give me intravenous. And he used to cry all the time. But as soon as I touch him, with my hands, he was quiet. He must have knew there was his mom, somebody that loved him.
My earliest childhood memory would be, because I had older brothers and they're always at work, I'd always be at the back doing odd jobs, either bagging the onions or, you know, they're telling me something to do. So I was like the little, you know, little gopher, always trying to please somebody so I could get something out of them. Could be money, could be a new toy.
Everybody loved him. Actually, Richie was never home in the, you know, sometime. He used to be at my sister's because she had a young boy, all these aunts. He's about 4 or 5 years older than Richard. But he used to be his place all the time because the others were all too old for him. And actually they grew up together with the answer, you know.
Well, because it was such a large age gap, you know, it was like that time had passed for sports, and I was sort of left in whatever they were doing, so I was like following in them, in the you know, in the steam and the trail ahead. There's 18 years difference between me and Leo, so yeah, it's a generation.
When the Richie, I used to take him everywhere, basketball, soccer, tennis, every day, but unfortunately he wasn't much good. I try very hard the same with the kids, you know. Every sport there is in Melbourne, I let him try, you know. And I used to take him, you know, soccer, basketball, ping pong, everything, every sport, cricket, table tennis, basketball, everything I try with Richie. But unfortunately, the only thing I like about more Richie is become a really nice man, well respected in the society, and I love him. When Richie got married, I sang this song. Araba da finestra, famar pacciarrici, istonga mezza via, spero di rivedere, o Ricci, quando soldi pigliate da me, fammi sentire, cada giorno mi dai tutto indietro, o Ricci, quando suona già persa per te, fammi sentire, che un giorno tu torna da me. I can't complain with my kids, a lot of them, you know.
And a good wife.
They've been beautiful. That's what I'm very happy. I'm 80 years old, no belong, you know. If I'm going, I'm very happy about them, all my family, you know. Start with my wife and all kids. Thanks to God to have this family. I done everything, I tried everything, and I said to my kids, God bless you a lot.